Good evening, and welcome to the Tessa-Marie show. It's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and here we are. So tonight on the Tessa-Marie show, I will be speaking about the pillar of spiritual prosperity. It's Thursday night, and that's what we do on Thursday night. We bring this pillar of spiritual prosperity to you. So tonight, though, we are going to have these unique and amazing ways of showing you how you can use your spiritual prosperity to get your desires in place. So when we are here and we come on a Monday night and we talk about emotional, and Tuesday night we are physical, and Wednesday night we are mental, and then Thursday night we hit spiritual, and Friday night we close it, we bring it home with financial prosperity. So welcome to this wonderful topic. What you must remember that spiritual prosperity belongs to us. It's really us. It belongs because you see, we are spiritual beings. And as spiritual beings, we are limitless. We have an unlimited amount of creation inside of us. We can bring it in. Anything we desire, we can bring it in. How big is your desire? How small is your desire? Where does it fit between big and small? Is it in between? Even if it is, your desire is what makes it amazing. Having a desire, knowing your why, knowing your what it is I desire, knowing why you desire this is so important. These are the two things you need to know, and these are the only two things you need to know. Why I desire this and what it is you desire. Why? Is it so I can help others, so I can serve more? My desire is to be an amazing world-class motivational speaker. That's my desire. I claim that. That's what I desire. Why I desire this? So I can help other people reach their goals. I can help other people attain their desires. I can encourage others to take the small steps along the way. So my spirituality is limitless because I am a spiritual being. And therefore I am limitless. Everything I have in me can be created. I have the power. So how big is my desire? Giant. It's huge. It's ginormous, like the children say. It's a huge thing. I want to serve the world. I was built to serve the world. I was placed on this earth to serve the world. And I want to live my desire. I want to live my purpose. That is my purpose. To serve others, to take them on and to bring and to get them there. To show people how to live a fulfilled life. So that's my desire. And there isn't anything that is going to stop me except if I choose to stop. I am resilient and I am determined. So your spiritual desire, prosperity is your ticket to getting your desire fulfilled. It's one of the 5 pillars. You need all 5. But this one gives you a boost. This one gives you the oomph. You know, I am a spiritual being. And because of that, I have limitless ability to succeed. I can. The only thing holding me back is me. So do not let your fear hold you back. Fear is something that holds us back. Let our faith be bigger than our fear. Yes, let it be bigger than the fear. We have to believe this. Let our faith make us feel grand. Let our faith look at fear and say to fear, who are you? Why are you bothering me? I am a spiritual being and I am limitless. That's what you say to fear. That's what you tell fear. Look at me. I am a spiritual being. I have limitless abilities. I can do whatever it is I choose to create. Because you see, I have that in me. So that's one of the things we're talking about tonight. I didn't expect to see this. But you have to remember that I am a spirit. We are spiritual beings. And we are limitless. And how big is our desire? It doesn't matter. If the desire you have is tiny, it's okay. If your desire is this big, that's okay too. Because you see, you are a spiritual being and you are limitless. Your power to create is up to you. You choose. So do not let fear hold you back. You have to realize fear is false evidence appearing real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It is not real at all. It is something that is standing in your way and preventing you from doing the things you want to do. So that is what its job is. Its job is to cripple you. The job of fear is to frighten you. It has no value. It's not real. It's false. It's a false evidence. And we know that what happens to false evidence, it gets thrown out of court. So you can imagine in the court of spirituality, it is not going to stand a chance. Because we are so limitless in our ability to create. So do not let false evidence that is appearing to be real cripple you or stop you. Spiritual prosperity is what will help you get your desire to be real. Let your faith be bigger than your fears. Whatever your faith has to be bigger than your fears. Your faith is that thing inside of you, no matter what the person said, they cannot take it from you. They cannot shake it. They shouldn't be able to even make you doubt who you are. That you are a spiritual being. They shouldn't even cause, they have a habit, I'm a human habit. No, you're just born spiritually. Nobody understands the magic of birth. So get out of your head and get into your magic. You can create because you were born to create. You know your purpose. You know why you are here. And you have a unique version of the vision of that purpose. Who else has it? Nobody else has it. So you sit on your laurel of spirituality. It's yours. Nobody can shake it. It's big, it's grand, and you believe, I desire that. You do not say I want, because want is that bowl that has no bottom. Every time you say you want, that you're saying to yourself, I don't have it yet. That's why I want it. I keep wanting it because it hasn't come. But when you put sweet desire as the purpose behind it, I desire this. Just the way of saying desire, it just brings up all the emotion you need to push it up to the highest place. So your spiritual being is unique. It's not like mine. It's not like somebody else. It's all for you. Nobody else can have it. They can have faith in their own thing. And that's okay. And you have to respect that. We all have to respect their faith, their kind of belief. And if their faith is based on fear, that the God they adore and love and worship is going to punish them to hell and damnation, then that's okay. That's their choice. But you have to choose that your God is a loving God. There is no reason for him to hate you. It cannot be both sides of the coin with him. He loves you. He bless you, created you, answers your prayer. You honor him. And then he's going to slap you right, left, and center because you stepped on somebody's toe. No, that is not what you're going to be judged on. What we are all going to be judged on is the opportunities that were sitting in front of us, and we chose not to take it. The fear that is false evidence appearing real, we let it cloud us. We did not attach ourselves to that tiny little string of hope. We let it slip through our fingers because we are so frightful. And you know what is amazing about spirituality? We are so afraid of what other people will think of us. Our friend, or she'll just criticize me. Or this one will just think I'm stupid. Well, you know that already, so it makes no damn difference whether they think it or not. You already know they're going to say that. So this particular thing that we have inside of us is limitless. And we cannot let other people stand in our way. If you have a desire, take it to God and pray about it if you believe in God. If your God is the universe, well then, check in there too. Obviously, the universe and God have your back, one or the other. All I know for sure, there is greater than each of us. Choose which one you want. If you are the God of your life, well, that's good for you too. And if it works, knock yourself off the path. But if you believe there is something bigger and greater than you that is going to help you attain those desires, then step into the picture, do it once and for all, and let it go. Your spirituality tells you pray. It never said you need to be begging. It never asked you to beg. It never told you must beg and beg and beg. Your spiritual blessing is that you are already it. You have it. Because you have limitless ability to dream. Your brain will open up, and yes, you can. So we are spiritual beings. We are limitless. And the question we need to ask ourselves is, how big is your desire? How big is that desire of yours? And do not let fear hold you back. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. And remember, fear, false evidence appearing real. It will be thrown out of the court of spiritual love. It's going to be kicked away. Do not let it come and strangle you. Get out of your head and get into your magic of creation, because yes, you can. Along the way to getting your desire, there are going to be stops. Understand that. You need to be persistent, you need to be clear, you need to be focused, you need to be determined, and you need to always keep going in that direction. You have to look forward. Be in the moment. Do not look at what happened before. It does not matter anymore. What matters now is what is happening. Where is the energy? Give it to all. When you pray and you put your spiritual energy into it and your emotions into it, it must happen. I know for sure it must. It has to. Because you have everything in you to make it work. You are determined, you are focused, you give it emotion, you give it love, you know what you desire, number one, and you know why you desire it. You know your purpose. You're not wishy-washy. You're not walking around saying, I'm not sure what I should do. You know what you should do. So your question every day is not how I should do it, is what should I do today towards my desire. That's what you speak to the God you believe, your universe, your God, your omnipotent Jah, whatever name you call him or her. What do I do today to achieve my desire? Your job is the what. Why do you want to do it? It's numerous. I will not stop doing this because I love it. And then I hear from people that tells me what it does. Some people I don't know. And for that, I will keep going until I cannot go anymore. Then I might sit back and say, okay, but I don't think that's ever going to be happen. It's not ever going to be happening because you have to see it and taste it. That's why I tell you to taste, the process of that journey. That journey we are going through has a lot of small things happening. I call them goals. The desire is the big picture. And all of these small things that are happening to you, in you, you have to get over. It's a goal. What is your goal today towards that desire that's burning inside of you? That thing you want so much that when you think of it, you're shaking. That miracle you're looking at, that when you think of it, you're shaking. Take yourself out of your head and get into the magic of creation. You want it so badly that do not stop when you're 3 feet from goal. And believe me, the minute you attain that desire, another one is coming. Because that is just how it is. Along the way, you're going to have to achieve small goals towards the desire. This is why you ask every day, what should I do today towards my desire? What should I do today to attain my desire? Not how. The how always comes running in. The minute you have the how, the what, the how will find itself falling into you. You know why? Why you want it? Maybe you want it just to be the person you want to be. You want to change, you want a better job, you want to do better, you want to buy a house, you want to go on trips, you want to do this, you want to feel healthier, you want to eat better, you want to lose weight. Whatever your purpose is, that's your why. Your job is what you should do, and that's what you pray for. What can I do towards that desire? How can I use my spiritual being that is limitless to create what I desire? You have to use your spirituality. The how will just show up. While you are busy thinking about what you're doing and concentrating on the moment, the how is preparing the next step. That's why you do not dwell, well, I don't know how to do this. You just have to say, I know I can do this. I know what I want. I always go back to Henry Ford. The man didn't know how to cast. He wasn't an engineer. But he wanted an 8-cylinder engine cast in one block. Everybody, including his engineers, told him it couldn't happen. He didn't care about how they did it. He said, work on it until you get it done. I shall have it. Powerful words. Work on it until you get it done because I shall have it. And when I read that the first time, that was something that was like somebody opened a lock in my head. And from then, I can stand here and tell you, whatever I desire, I get it. Because I do not let go until I have it. I do not stop 3 feet from the vein of gold. I refuse to. And that is something we need to know. If you feel passionate about something, regardless of what the world is doing, you should stand on it and push it until you get it to where you want to go. You might as well die trying than never try. Because at least you will stand among those that tried and failed, rather than try on those that never try at all, that were weak and frightened and say no. But we have spirituality. We have that. So we know we are good at it. We know we have it. It's limitless. We just can't do it. It doesn't mean it's going to come easy. You might have to sit and think it through. You might have to walk the pavement. You might have to walk the floor. You might have to sit still. You might have to draw it and write it and create it over and over again. And you, most importantly, when you do those things, hold it close to your chest. Do not put it out so the critics can take it apart. You do not want to hear, you cannot get that home you're looking for. They are too expensive. You don't want to hear this. Every time you're going to buy a home, it's always too expensive. Every time. The latest thing now is, how are they going to pay for these expensive homes? They're $1 million. They don't qualify. But everywhere you go, you're seeing houses selling. So something is wrong with those silly critics that are sitting on your and not doing what they're supposed to do. When we were buying, somebody said to me, why don't you wait until the prices drop? Well, Henry go to London and came back. I would still be waiting. Prices don't drop. Well, they don't make the income. Yes, somehow they'll figure it out. It always is figurable. So don't let, when you have that dream, do not let those crazy people that are not taking chances themselves or not trying something new. They're the same old. What mommy did and daddy did is that's what we're going to do. Break the mold. That was daddy and mommy's mold. Break the mold. And they cried, oh, the condo market is going to crash. It's going to crash and they'd lose their money. It's not. We are going to succeed. So as a spiritual being, when you hear this talk, shake it off. Literally shake it off. And don't listen to them. Do not take it home with you. Do not ponder on it. That is the job. These are the people that are fearful. These are the people that sit in their head and they cannot perform magic. To be able to create magic, you must get out of that crazy head of yours. You must get out of that head and get into the magic and feel the spirit of the magic pushing you towards attaining your desire. Do not call it I want. I desire. When you desire, your body moves with desire. Your emotions get charged. You cannot say desire and be angry. But you can say, I want it, get it from me, I need it, I want it, right? But you can't say, I desire. No, you're going to say, I desire it. You're going to smile at it. You're going to love it. You're going to feel it coursing through your veins. So desire and work towards it. Do not let fear hold you back. Make your faith bigger, much bigger than the fear that is putting you down. Get out of your head and get into your magic of creation. Do not let people come from wherever they come, those that have never tried, like Theodore Roosevelt said. They have never tried. They have never gone in the arena. They have never had a fight. They have never had to push. They have never had to sit and ponder what it is I should do. What is my next step? They see a barrier and they freeze and they say, well, I'm done. The minute somebody talks, you're having a top conversation with them and they go, well, I'm done. That is a person dealing with fear. They're hopeless. A barrier frightens them. A detour gets them angry. The road closed and you hear them complaining, or the car traffic. Everything is a bother. Then you know they're not succeeding. And you hang around with them, birds of a feather flock together. You'll start to feel like them and believe like them. Dream the impossible dream. Dream the big thing. And when you have dreamt it, pray it to happen. Demand of it of yourself. Your prayer is your soul. Your prayer comes inside of you. Spirituality is yours, and we are spiritual beings. We know that. So what is keeping us back? The fear that is built around us. The world is coming to the end. Oh, Tessa-Marie, you'll never travel again. And I said, I didn't know that. Do you have my passport? Did you steal it? So it's you who has it. That is what you do. When somebody comes and they're telling you the doom and the bloom of life, you throw it right back at them. And you ask them. So that's your prediction for me. You care for me so much that this is what you have to say for me. But according to scripture, my dear, when you dig a hole for me, you better dig two. What you're saying about me now, you might as well get ready because it's yours. It's not my dream. It's your desire that I will never travel because the world is tight and this is that. That's your little fear. That's your little situation. It doesn't belong to me, so keep it to yourself. You're small-minded. And everything frightens you. But me, I deal in magic. I deal in miracles. I deal in spirituality. I deal in I can. I deal in it must happen because I will it so. My choice is to succeed. And that's what I see. It doesn't matter how long it takes. I did not put a timeline on it. I don't care. As long as I am tasting the process of the journey, I am okay. And that's what we need to remember. When you get to the finish line, it doesn't feel as good as all the little steps that you succeeded. You got your first diploma, you got a promotion, you studied, it tastes better, you took another one, it was tastier, you tried again, it was better. By the time you get to the $200,000 income, you're satisfied. That's why every successful human being, when they cut to that point, they look to go to this point, and up they go. There's always another starting line. You heard the Olympians, they said, we're getting ready for 2024. They didn't say, I have my gold medal, I'm done. You think? No. They know what it is to taste the process of that journey. That is what keeps them stimulated. So get your spiritual buds open. Put your desire in front of you. Know why you're doing it. Have a version of that vision and enjoy the taste of the journey. Do not let the negative people tell you the journey is salty when you know fully well it is sweet. If their journey is salty and spicy, then that's their dance. That is their flavor. That's not your flavor. Why dwell in this? Why listen to them? You know what is nice? My favorite word is muse. When I sit and I hear people talking of the doom and gloom of the world, I actually muse. I just sit there and I just smile inwardly. A little bit of it comes out. But I muse and I need water. So that's what we have to do. We have to stay focused on being the magnificent us. We have to stay focused on our spiritual being and knowing that we're limitless. And our big dream can even be bigger. And every time we attain a goal, we raise the bar because each goal is a step towards desire fulfilled. My job is to take you on the journey. I know what it is. I know what it is to forge through. I know what it is to be relentless. I know what it is to hold it close to the chest. I know what it is to sit down and look at the victory. I know what it is to share it with calm. I know what it is to believe that I can. And that is what I can teach you. The joy is the journey. Watching something go down. Have a mortgage you can pay. I know how to pay it down. I can teach you. So you see, you don't need the how. You just have to know the what, because you have me to teach you the how to be successful, how to be purposeful, how to have a clear vision of your vision of the life you desire, how to love yourself, how to care for yourself, and how to realize you're unique and you're special, and fear is really only false evidence appearing real. And please get out of your head and get into the magic of creation. Sending you light and joy. Have an absolutely wonderful evening. Thank you, everybody, for coming.